Batisi TV, lawan Rashipi daka Frank Yamaha, the Maxi Sports Scooter Arox 155.
Kaseng Kongres Kelawan Raksan Teli Kijing Kular Ki Pajba, Lada Kijit Ekaban Wan Hakabor. Berkita Kijing Kular Ki Kentum, Ya Kijing Siu Kabalai Hajar Tyngka Shibnai, Shah Ki Longkmie Ki Bawan Na Ki Longyeng Ki Badung, Barki Balasha I No Haulok Jongki. Kabamut Pashisnam Kijing Arab Kin Yok Lai Punriu Hajar Tyngka. Kalakular Ru Ban Penyok Kam, Uwe Rukot Ke Yeng, Man La Ka Longyeng. Kakular ban penne ya ka syong suk syong san bat ban rat deng kong yu drugs nang ta ban pelong ya ka meghalia kum ka jela ka balat na ka jing bam sam bar ka basan pat kalong bakan dem pelip boarding setia namar ba ka boarding ka di ka jing e ka baki pat ba ki juyo kendu na ka por sha ka por.
We are launching 5 commitments for a 5-star Meghalaya, and what are these commitments which we are launching today, and we'll launch it digitally, so I think all of you will review. These are the main 5 stars which we are applying. Number 1 is since Meghalaya is matrilineal society, so we consider as the women as the top priority. So we think when during the survey and the door-to-door meeting of our workers on the ground, we find that, many of our women has a main responsibility for the family. So we thought that number 1, we should see that the single women, especially in our society, almost 41% of our women are single mother. So we thought that this will affect our society as a whole. Until and unless we empower the women, empower the family, I think our society will become poorer and poorer. So to bridge the gap between the rich and the poor and empower of the lady is very important. So we thought that every single mother, especially in the BPL, where when our workers has gone door to door to campaign, they saw that most of the single mother who are responsible for the family, they need the assistance, and there's only way assistance for the government. So we thought that we should assist, if we come to power, we should give at least 3,000 per single women per month. That means 36,000 per month, which we are going to for the single women per year. This program is designed with the door-to-door campaign and the survey. We sent it to Delhi, and Delhi approved it, and we have done it. This also will be in our manifesto. Number 2 is that we saw that unemployment is very high in our state, and even those who are employed do not get payment. So some are, from our youth, come from a very poor family. They have done their study, and then after this study, the parents have spent a lot of money on the youth, whereas they don't get a job. So they have become poor because number 1, they come from a poor family. Number 3 is that after spending on their children, they become poorer and poorer if they don't get a job. So the expectations of every family is that they should educate their children and get a job. So we thought this is very serious for our society. If our society want to be strong, then we need to design to see that every family there must be at least one job to be provided for every family. So we thought that that's why we said unemployment, at least a job for every family members, so that our people will be up to the mark where we can have a free unemployment. Our project has given more than 4,000 engineers, and so many people are employed in a different capacity. Therefore, we decided that we should launch as a mission, and one of our 5-star commitment is power cut free. Very important is that, Meghalaya, in terms of our youth, we have almost 60% of population are youth, and these youths are in a big challenge now. When we go door to door, we find that many of the parents used to cry when we visit them. When we say that what they want, they said, no, my son is in jail, or my son is giving a problem to us. Why? Because of the drugs. Meghalaya is now is the biggest problem in India, next to Punjab last time. So, but Meghalaya is increasing day to day in terms of drugs. Drugs in the sense that drugs abuse, including alcoholic and others. We don't have enough rehabilitation center, but we keep on pumping alcohol, we keep on pumping retail outlet, we keep on pumping more and more by store, and also the Meghalaya is like almost a center for drugs coming from Bangladesh, drugs coming from different parts of our border in India. For example, like from Nepal, from other countries, they come to Meghalaya, and from Meghalaya then it goes everywhere. Even sometimes from Bangladesh because of our porous border issues. So this is a problem we have. So we decided that when we went door to door, then the people, one of the main important is that the drugs will spoil not only the present generation, but it spoil the future generation. It spoil our society, it spoil the family, not only a man who's been drugs addict, but also to the entire family and the future. So we decided we should have a drug-free Meghalaya. If we want our future to grow, if we want our children to grow better, then we should have a drug-free Meghalaya. These are 4 things, 5-star commitments. Number 1 is empowering of women by giving 3,000 per month for a single mother within the BPL. Number 2 is that unemployment free, as I have stated. Number 4 is that corruption free. We have seen the corruption level is very high, as I've stated. Number 4 is power cut free, where we'll develop and generate employment also in the power sector. And the last is the drug-free Meghalaya. These are 5-star commitments, 5 commitments for a 5-star Meghalaya, and we'll be launching it digitally. The corruption in Meghalaya is become, day to day, is become more and more. Now the corruption has gone not only at the officers level, it has gone to a politicians level. Now slowly, it will go up to the voters level. The present scenario, the present system is that, the voters are being bribed. The candidates from one party shifted to other parties, and even the MLAs have been shifted from one party to another party. This is all because of the corruptions. People do not think for the society. The leaders do not think for the state. They don't think for society, but they think for the personal. So if you think for the personal, where in which directions it takes our state in the future and our society. So we think that our top priority also to see that we have Meghalaya free from corruptions. So our third commitment is free corruptions in Meghalaya. Number 4 is that we have seen when we went door-to-door campaign, we saw that many of the poor family, they don't have money even to pay for the electricity bill. And many of them, when we go, the students during exam, they cannot study because they don't have electricity, and the bill for electricity, sometimes it comes in bulk. For 3-4 years, the bill did not come. Suddenly the bill come, and they did not pay. They could not pay the bill. So we think the government is responsible to design to see that a family like those has to be assisted and helped by the government. So this is very important for us. So we thought that we should have a power generation where we have enough power. So we committed that we must have a power cut free. For that, Meghalaya requires at least 180 crores units every year, whereas our production is 120 crores. So almost 60 crores unit in a year we are shortage. So we decided, we committed that we should generate at least minimum 500 megawatts within 5 years in our program. That's why to have a power cut free, we must have also the resources in our hand. Meghalaya has the capacity to produce up to 3,000 megawatts. So all these are left untouched. So we have enough rivers, we have enough sunlight, we have enough coal, so we can do from different resources to produce power. So once we have the power in our hand, so we don't have to pay all those bills from NEPCO and other states, we don't have to buy them. The only way is that we have to invest in infrastructure, not only to give the power, but also to give employment to our youth. The law will take its own course. So when we come to government, we are not a government who will be hunting after others. Instead of spending our time in hunting on others, we do our job. But if they are corrupt, the law will have its own course. For example, we have IT, we have, like you said, ED, and we have lots of other laws which prevails. But our intention is not to hunt on anybody. Our intention is not to revenge on anybody. I think the existing laws is enough to deal all those things. Meghalaya, we don't project CM in advance. Once the legislators have been elected, they will decide who is the CM. I think we have no doubt of competency in the Congress as of now. We have, be it from Ribhoy, be it from Giant Hills, be it from Garo Hills, we have, and be it from Khasi Hills, we have enough people to be the Chief Minister. So normally we don't project the face, but definitely the people will give a mandate, and the face definitely will be selected or will be chosen by the legislators. You are right, that's very important, but that's why I told you, those who were in the Congress, for example, those who were against the headman, those who were involved in the education scam, those who were involved in subsidy scam, in food and supply, and all those are no more in the Congress. Today we can see whoever in the Congress, as of now, has no scams. They never committed any scams again. Be it the previous minister like Dr. Silondo, Roni, or Bafanchan, anybody. But in that case, I think we can give a commitment. That's why to give a commitment here, we also thought it over. So I can probably tell you that those who are involved in any scams are no more with the Congress. That's why we have the power to say that next will not be free corruption.
I think you have elaborated at length and told about our 5 commitments, which we are going to launch today for a 5-star Meghalaya. Though Meghalaya is definitely 5-star, but we want to ensure it remains 5-star and it goes above that also. Realistic, unlike other parties who have been coming up with different promises, these are totally realistic, well worked. We had our team who had gone door to door, from village to village, in all the 60 constituencies. They did their survey, and then we came up to this, that these are the things which are required for Meghalaya. These are the top 5 things which people of Meghalaya require. So we, as a national party, Congress is always committed for prosperous peace and development in the state, which we have been doing in the past also. So I can assure you, our governments, other governments in the state, they have always, whatever has been committed has been promised. Whether it was waiver of farm loan, whether it is OPS, so everything has been, what committed was implemented. So kindly through your medium, I would request all the residents of Meghalaya to register on this website, meghalaya.in, 5starmeghalaya.in, with their name, with their phone number, with their age, so that we know when we come in power, we know what exactly the youth, the women they require. So registration on this website is very important so that we also have our records straight. But unfortunately, the state government here and the central government, they don't believe too much in RTI. So today you go for an RTI, it will take ages for you to get that RTI out. So we have some plan, we'll be coming up with those laws which will be as good or better than RTI, which will be mother of RTI, which will take care of all these things. And once corruption is taken care, our revenue will also increase. So all those things will be covered.